Give it a few moments for folks to join us. Hey, David. Good to see you. I don't know if it's working. I don't think it is, or if you see something different, but when I hit the Facebook Live button, it gave me options of like masks, so I put in some kind of mask, but I don't see it, so I don't know how this works, or if you guys see something different, which is pretty comical to me. I should not be trusted with electronics, like at all, ever. Hey, Dave, hey. How's your day going? How's everyone doing out there? I don't see everyone that comes up. I get notifications, but I think the notifications only come up when it's someone I'm friends with on Facebook. So for those that are joining us that I don't acknowledge or say hi to, please drop a comment, say hello. I'd love to welcome you. I see Meredith, happy birthday! I hope you had a wonderful day. I know it's your birthday. It's also one of my best friend's birthday, Morgan. So you guys are twinning today. It's a super special day. Hi, Justin. Hi, Adam. Great Taco Tuesday, Adam. Hi, Mary Ellen. Happy Tuesday, Nikki. Good to see everyone. Oh, all these happy faces. I love it. Great Taco Tuesday. I'm stuck on that, David. I might have a taco. I have some leftover stuff for a quesadilla or taco or whatever. Burrito. I don't know. I might do that after this because I'm hungry. And for those that know me, I am always hungry. Oh, look, Yelena Cashbert. That is my mom. My mom joined us. So for some of you that were on the feed, was it 2 days ago? I said my mom joined. I haven't called her, and I need to call my mom. Well, I did. Hi, Babar. Hi, Kirsten. Mamie. I'm killing your name. I'm so sorry. Mame Ann. Hello. So I called my mom, and I was talking to her, and she very graciously pointed out my third eye forming. So she's noticed that I'm getting, that wrinkle, this thing. And she was really pleased to point out that it looks a lot like hers. She's 70, So she made me feel really good. Thanks, Mom. I'm going to embarrass you. Where's Holly? I need Holly to join us because I'm going to need her services after this quarantine. Like fillers and Botox would be fabulous. Mom, I'm putting it on your credit card. Just kidding, guys. Moms are the best, aren't they? Hi, Danielle. Welcome. Nice to see you. Meredith, you wrote, it was a good day, good work day. Now probably going to watch something on Netflix. That sounds great. David, I know. And whatever dish you were going to make right before we went into, we had to close the center and bring it. I would love to have some when we open back up. So today I got this new book. It's a daily meditation book. Melanie Beattie, she wrote a bestseller, Codependence No More, and this is a daily reader. It's Journey to the Heart. I know you guys do your regular readings with Kirsten, and Chelsea also does a reading out of Outrageous Openness. So I'm not, Nikki, I'm not going to, well, I'm going to read out of the book. And I actually, I'm going to read yesterday's reading because I liked it a lot. So I'm kind of just doing what I want here tonight. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Prashant. Welcome, guys. So I really like this because it's in line with this third eye wrinkle thing I have going on that, opened up a boatload of insecurities. But hey, And it's yesterday's reading, and the topic is loving yourself will make it better. Isn't that in line? And I thought this was really relevant to kind of where many of us are at. It starts off with, are you feeling powerless? Have circumstances taken a turn you don't like? Do you feel there's nothing you could do to make today better? One power that's always available to you is the power to love yourself. And I think that's really beautiful, because we're powerless over what's going on in the world. The only thing, we talk about this, the only thing we have power over is to be responsible for ourselves and our actions, to take the precautions, to do what we need to do to keep ourselves and others safe, right? And I see, hi, Kristen joined us, and Danny, hi Danny, a hard day today. Would you like to share? I'm sorry you're having a hard day, but if you'd like to unload, you have a lot of love and support here. And maybe this reading will, I don't know, make you feel a little better, reflect more on self-love. Because sometimes when we're having a hard day, that is one of the first things that goes. Self-love, self-appreciation, the way we talk about ourselves, right? The second I'm starting to go through it, the day's not going my way, there I go into the negative self-talk. Why can't I? Or someone did this to me, all those kind of feelings around just self-hate, really, So sometimes we feel powerless, and that could be over what's going on in the world. It could be over our day. We have circumstances in our lives we simply cannot change, no matter what we do to create something different to move the situation along. Right now, we can't change what's going on in the state of the world, right? And we can try every which way, but we're fighting, right? We talked about fighting. When we're fighting, we're not living. In many ways, we're like going through it, and we're trudging through like the muck of it, as opposed to being in today, being in the moment, doing our very best. And Meredith, that's really sweet. Yana is really good at making bad days better. Thank you. Danny, you'll have to start the video over, because I talk about my mom pointing out my newly formed, or my, not newly formed because they're not new, but my ever-growing third eye. See, wrinkle there? And how it's looking a lot like hers. That'll be fun. I'm just making her feel super embarrassed. I'm going to get a call after this. I know it. So we can't get another person to behave differently. We can't seem to change something at work. We can't do much about our money situation, at least not at the moment. Nothing in life seems to be going our way. Remember what we said yesterday about seems? Seeming is perception. It's not the truth. Nothing in life seems to be going our way. Andrea's laughing. Hi, Nellie. It's just the perception in that moment that nothing is going our way. It's not that we're doing anything wrong. We aren't off our path or neglecting a particular lesson. The energy of that particular time in our lives is frustrating. There is no action we can take to change our circumstances. All we can do is surrender to the circumstances, accept what's happening, and stay in the moment. So I really like that, because it goes back to, I was having this conversation with someone, we can worry, we can freak out, we could think about, yesterday and what I said and how I could have handled it differently. We could think about tomorrow and the plan and how am I going to handle this situation. We could freak out about all of those things, but it doesn't change them. It doesn't change the situation. It just takes us away from this current moment. From everything that's going on in our lives, from self-love, from the beauty of the world, it's really just a beautiful gift. It's hard, don't get me wrong. It's not like super easy, stay in the moment, easier said than done. But it's so absolutely doable with practice, right? Everything takes practice. Let's see. Sally. Hi, Sally. Adam, I said hi to you. Nellie, hi. I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. This is the highlight of my day, for sure. So I'm always more excited to be here. I see Kelly. Hi. Haven't been doing enough for my recovery. Well, we're all here to help in however way we can, and in whatever way you need us to. Meredith, yes to the passage. And Nikki, something I struggled with for a long time was accepting that I couldn't control my feelings. They come and go. It's all about how I react to even my feelings. As long as I don't stay in the challenging ones, it's okay to just feel them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Feelings come and go. It's part of being human. Anger, love, resentment, happiness, joy. They're natural emotions. We're human when we're meant to feel, and for so long we did anything and everything to avoid feeling. So sometimes when those feelings come, they may be super intense because we've avoided them for so long. So we're feeling everything. And everything's so much more like our receptors are firing. It feels like it's just taking over. But it's not. I promise you, as painful as it could be, you can get through it. I'm definitely living proof of that, and I know we've all gone through such challenging times, from losses of people, losses of relationships, to just even without reason, just being in a place of sadness, of depression, So we're all in this together. We're definitely here to help. Meredith, that is my brain all the time, worrying, trying to figure out every possible scenario. I get it. I sure get it. And it's hard to do, but I just keep trying. All we can do is keep going and keep trying. Absolutely. Absolutely. Doing our very best. You're spot on, right? It's not a failure. It's never a fail day if you put in your best. And it's also not a fail day if you stay sober. That is like huge. That's big stuff. So there's some days that I just excel, and other days, the best part of my days, that I stayed sober. And maybe I wasn't super pleasant, and maybe I wasn't the nicest. Maybe I didn't give it my all or do my best, but I stayed sober through it, which means I have another chance to do my best the next day, right? And during those times, there's one action we can take that will help. We can love ourselves. When we can't do anything about the world around us, when we can't even seem to do much about ourselves, we can always, always love ourselves. When all of our other powers seem stripped away, we can practice the power of self-love. It's one power no one can take away, right? It's sort of this whole idea that everything could be chaos around us, but if we just take a pause, get grounded, practice some self-love, self-appreciation, meditation, positive self-talk. Even if you're saying things you don't quite believe, like you're in this just like self-hate, negative thought moment, but if you say nice things to yourself and keep saying them until they're things you can believe, you will notice a difference. Self-love will always make things better. And perhaps when a difficult time has passed, you'll look back and say, that's what I was really learning all along. An ever-present healing power of learning to love myself. And isn't that the truth? There's so much power in that. There's a difference between confidence, and cockiness, right? Self-love isn't cockiness. I think society teaches us not to be arrogant, not to be self-absorbed, not to be cocky, right? Which equates to recognizing our worth, right? The misconception, that seeming misconception is that when we say things like, I am beautiful, I am strong, I love myself, we're being conceited. And that's not the case, right? That's a misconception and a fallacy. Because the biggest gift we could give ourselves is to be kind and loving and gentle to one another and to ourselves, really. I just want to shout out a couple of folks. Sally, love the passage. I'm glad you joined. Chris joined. Hi, Betsy. Diane, good to see you. Sarah and Tammy, I'm really glad you guys joined us. I was reading, I got this new book, Daily Meditations on the Path to Freeing Your Soul. I really like it. I wasn't reading today's reading. I was reading yesterday's reading because I liked it. And who even knows what day it is? So it doesn't really matter. So if you're reading it, if you have the book and you're trying to read it, that's why it's not the reading for today. Meredith, it's just so hard to be positive to myself when in those awful moments. Yeah, it sure is. It's not something that comes naturally, and it's probably not something that's going to be easy at first, but it's like anything else, practice. If we practice it, even if we don't believe it, eventually we start to believe it. It becomes part of our routine. So when we get to those awful moments, we remember automatically to be positive and to shift our energy and to reframe and change our perspective. To even form those words, you're right though, keep repeating them, maybe writing them down somewhere to pull out and tell myself in those awful times so that I don't have to come up with words on the spot. That's a great idea. I love it. And then just say them over and over every time until maybe they sink in, like you said. Yeah, I love that idea. Because sometimes in the moment, finding something nice to say about myself is really hard. I remember, I don't know if it was a week or a couple weeks ago, I had said to write out 25 to 50 things that you like about yourself, and how I had to do that exercise, and it made me super uncomfortable. But I got so much out of it. You know, that idea about conceit versus confidence, because it's been ingrained in me not to brag, not to talk about myself, not, and there's a true difference there. Self-awareness, self-love, being gentle to ourselves is so very important. And it's not conceit, it's not at all. Christina, Maureen, hi ladies, welcome, good to see ya. Yeah, so try that if you haven't, if you didn't try it when I mentioned it last time. 25 to 50 things you like about yourself. And you know what else? There's something that I was talking to a friend, and her kind of approach or suggestion to me was like, when I am frustrated about someone or something or a situation, to do a gratitude list about the situation. So if I'm frustrated with one of my coworkers, which never ever happens because I love them all very, very much, but write out a gratitude list for them, what I'm grateful for about them. And then shift to seeing how I can best help them, right? And I really like that. Because putting that in practice in all of our lives, in our partnerships, relationships, I don't know, the cashier at Wegmans, whatever it may be, like being grateful that he or she is there to check us out, that he or she is working hard to get us what we need, like whatever it may be, and then turning to them to say like, hey, what can I do to help this checkout go smoother? I don't know. I'm just kind of like on the fly, but incorporating some of those skills into all of our relationships, work, personal, professional, outside life, whatever it may be. You know, is the more good deeds we do, the better we feel about ourselves. So it's really like altruistic in some ways. When you help others, you help yourself more. So help others today. Love yourselves first and foremost. Be kind, be gentle. Allow yourselves to experience whatever it is you're experiencing in this moment. And it could change minute to minute, hour to hour. We're in uncharted territories, right? Like in our lives, we've never experienced anything like this. So cut yourself some slack. If you're feeling hypervigilant, super aware, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're crying one minute, laughing the next, be gentle. Treat yourself or handle yourself kind of with kid gloves. Be kind. Tune in to what you need. Really check in and look at what are your needs in that moment. Sally Marie, I agree. Perhaps the best way to help a friend who cannot stand up. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss something? No, perhaps the best way to help a friend who cannot stand up. I agree. Also, Meredith, I feel like the more good you put out into the world, the more good that comes your way too. Yeah, totally agree with it. All about that exchange of energy. Oh, there it is, Sally. Perhaps the best way to help a friend who cannot stand up is to give them a gratitude list from us to them. I love that. I so love that. Actually, Chelsea did something like that for me. Oh, I challenge you guys to do that. So Chelsea did this thing where one day, out of the blue, she sent me a text message and it listed 5 things she's grateful for about me. And it was one of those things like pass it on to a friend, but make sure you put answers specific to them, something like that. And that just made my day. And she did it to some of our other friends and coworkers. And it really it was out of the blue. It was beautiful. It was genuine. And it really turned my day around. Karma, man, for real, Meredith. Not that it should be about what we get out of it, but karma, man, for real. Yeah, I believe in karma. I believe we get what we put out. I think it just started hailing. Okay, it's sunshine, so I guess there's that. Yeah. So, Christina, yep, my son works in WEGS, and he loves the people that say thank you for being there. All right. I mean, they're first and foremost right now, those folks working at Wegmans or Tops or supermarkets or pharmacies, they are putting their lives on the line, putting the lives of their loved ones, their family members on the line to serve us, right? So the least we can do is show some gratitude, show some appreciation. It would behoove us to say thank you, right? So, as we embark on the rest of this beautiful, hailing, snowy, sunny Tuesday evening, whatever the heck is going on out there that we're totally powerless over, I challenge you to send your friends, acquaintances, stay away from exes. I'm not the one to tell you what to do, but just a thought, and share with them 5 things that you appreciate about them, without asking for anything in return. Just say, hey, I was thinking about you, and these are 5 things that I appreciate about you, and let me know how it goes. Shoot me a message or let me know tomorrow. I'd be excited to hear from you. What else? We have a full week ahead, a lot going on. This Saturday, really cool tidbit of information. Saturday from 12 to 3, Hope Dealers Be the Change, our wonderful friends, are going to be doing physical distancing, Department of Health and CDC guideline approved or appropriate. Christina, you're laughing. I like it. Narcan trainings at Rock Covery's parking lot, or in Rock Covery's parking lot. We're 1035 Dewey Avenue, Rochester, New York. Again, free Narcan training. It's going to be, make sure you wear masks. It's going to be very safe. It's not going to be, it's outside, not going to be crowds. It's going to, we're going to have distance between people. So come by for free Narcan kits and trainings. And stay tuned for tons of great happenings. Our calendar is on our Facebook page. Right when you get there, it's a post that's pinned to the top. Yeah. Take good care of yourselves, guys. I'm going to post the link to our outreach and engagement specialists, so our peer providers. And they're not just doing like one-on-one support, we're also doing Zoom hangouts with our peers. So if everyone wants just a little bit of additional support to chat, to, I don't know, have a friend or someone to listen to them, please reach out. I have the phone number. I'll post in the chat once we finish. And I think that's it for this evening. I hope you guys had a wonderful day and have a wonderful evening, rest of your day, evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Love you lots. Bye.